Alright, good morning, Wasteland. Mr. G bringing myself the coffee, you the Crossout. It's the weekend. We've made it. I've made it. I don't know when you're watching this. We're continuing the series of ranking the best builds in different power score brackets. And if you're watching this build, you've just made it to the 8,000 to 10,000 power score bracket. Put on your big boy pants. You're in the big boy field already. We're going to talk about which ones are the most effective meta builds here. Thank you to Kenny and the mod team for putting this list together. Thank you for the boys on the Discord for proofreading it and making sure everything looked okay and submitting some good examples. Let's waste no more of your valuable time and let's jump into it. Starting off on our list, first on the list, Double Retcher. This one's made by Carp, if you want to look that up there. He is a Russian Crossout YouTuber who's also a really solid builder. We're obviously using the Harpy here because they're going to increase the explosion radius, which for Retchers is super helpful. Now, I am not going to rekey this build because I'm going to be showing you guys a bunch of other builds, but it is a sideways hover build. And it's going to be able to just, slap out some solid hurt. It's going to do some damage at mid-range and close range, although with a hover, you don't want to get to close range. So, really solid, speedy, Harpy, Retcher build. Can't go wrong there. Next up on our list, the Shotgun Wedge. The Shotgun Wedge has been in pretty much every category that we've covered, from 4K to 6K, and it still exists at 8K. We've got an improved version here running on the favorite cabins that get that cooling down, running a shiver, because you're going to be better off often with shivers and just one rad with a shotgun build, because you're going to want to just cycle those shotguns. Let me show you what I'm talking about. You're going to want to just be able to shoot, and then shoot again. So you're often better off with Shotgun Wedge really having those coolers versus those radiators. And the favorite cabin is going to make your life much, much easier if we can ever get it charged up here, because when your guns are super, super hot, we will be able to cool them down. Alright guys, next up we have double Tsunamis. Yeah, I'm still driving this on the same key, so don't judge my driving. A big question to me always comes down on these builds, whether you want to have them both on the same key when you fire or different keys. Because firing on this, you don't want to miss. You don't want to miss. It's a glass cannon once again. You got it on Harpy. You're going to want to shoot, and you're going to want to scoot. Shoot and scoot. If you can aim cannons, though, that build is going to be your friend. Next up, we've got Annihilator Hover. We're running this on the Call, which is the drone cab, so we launch these. We're going to get more speed going for our builds. This is going to be a great, anti-drone build. Or, just support, second line support. And if you don't want to have to aim, you just have to get these out and run. Next up, we've got, you could do Pyramid or you could do Locust with these. I should be doing all sideways keys. You guys on console, I'm sorry, so many builds as you get into higher power score on PC are essentially sideways builds. Now this is a bit of an arty build. It doesn't have as much spaced armor as some builds, but it's a really good looking build. It's going to put out solid DPS, and your armor in a build like this is always going to be your speed. Definitely going to want to have a Colossus on there to get that thing moving. Okay, next up we have got Machine Gun Nova Hover. No, not battle. Not bad. We don't have time to battle. Nova on hover platforms like this become really, really common, especially above 10K. But this is one of the lower power score ones, just using sinuses. You got the spaced armor, and you got the Nova, which creeps through that frontal armor to help protect the front of your build. Next up, we've got a Trigger Photon build. We had one of these at the lower power score bracket, but we got a KTM here. Trigger Photon KTM. Going to continue to be a functional build. Relatively easy to play this one because you don't have to worry about aiming because you've got lasers. Yeah, you can't miss. Even G can hit stuff with these and wedge things. So, what else do we got for you today? Well, we've got triple cannon hover. Once again, you see Harpy cabin being extremely useful. I think we've got one of these on the, one of these with judges, one of these with prosecutors. Back in the day, I used to use triple executioners a lot, but if you're going to keep it under 10k, you're probably going to be stuck with judges or prosecutors here. Prosecutors coming in slightly higher power score, but same principle. Spaced armor, Colossus, Harpy, Apollo, 3 cannons. Really going to do awesome burst damage. You're going to want to stay at mid to long range. Next up, we've got a big room machine gun build. This one's kind of the event meta. It's just more of a PvE build because you're just going to be able to drive around, shoot, tank some damage, you know, and you're going to be doing your PvE and your raids in this bad boy. It's going to be a solid raid PvE build in this power score bracket. Next up, we've got, once again, we've got machine guns, Nova, Hover. Didn't we already show you guys this one? We might have, or a very similar one. And last but not least, double Reapers. Reapers, usually you're going to see them in a big Reaper box, but at this power score, about all you can do for armor is, you know, put them on some small tracks and be able to go shooty, scooty. You can see on Torero cab helps, you know, tighten up the spread, and as you're firing your Reapers, that spread does increase. So guys, these are the best builds my team and I were able to find between 8,000 and 10,000 power score. Let me know which ones you think are wrong in the comments, which ones you think I missed. And if you disagree, please do let me know. That's how we learn. That's how education works. But I think this is a good starting point for players that are getting some experience under their belt, but maybe want to try something new. Just letting you know which builds to try out. As always, be good. Stay safe. I am going to catch you guys on the next one. Mr. G out. Nail the landing.